guys, it's Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. Are you serious, Gardner? Hey guys, it's Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today, as promised, I have a drugstore haul video for you guys. This is a drugstore makeup haul, very collective. Lots of new things that I found in the drugstore and some old things that I've been passing by in the drugstore that I really wanted to try. This is going to be strictly a haul video, but if you guys want to see reviews on any of the products that I mention, please feel free to let me know in the comments down below and I will be happy to do a separate video for you guys, but I have a lot to show in this video, so I don't want it to get too long with specific reviews. So starting off, the other day I was in CVS and I saw that Maybelline had these new lip glosses out, and I believe they are called the Color Elixir lip glosses, and they come in packaging like this. I think the packaging is super cute. It's kind of like a mini version of their full-size Color Sensational lip gloss. I thought the packaging was really beautiful, and if you guys can see, if you flip the lip gloss upside down, it's actually shaped like a lipstick inside the packaging. I thought that was such a cute detail. I had actually heard of these on a couple of blogs that I follow, and lots of people were saying they were really good, and I wanted to try them for myself. They're supposed to be full coverage lip glosses, I guess kind of like the YSL Glossy Stains or the L'Oreal Shine Caress lip gloss type thing, and I love those, so I figured I'd try these out. So the 4 shades I ended up getting are Breathtaking Apricot, which is this beautiful shimmery coral, Rose Redefined, which I thought is just a perfect neutral pinky rose, Vision in Violet, which was a super bright purple. It was the brightest one in the display, and Caviar Couture, which is kind of a really deep burgundy. I think it was the darkest one in the display. They had a whole bunch of different shades in this line though. I think there were 20 different shades, so lots to choose from. I picked the 4 that interested me, and I am thinking of doing an individual review on these if you guys want to see it. Sticking with the lip colors, I did end up getting the entire L'Oreal Laque and Le Matte lip color collection. I did already film a full in-depth review video on this, as well as showing you guys lip swatches and swatches on my hand up close and all of the pros and cons on these little bad boys. I figured I'd mention it because when I did the review video, these were only available at Target at that time, but recently I have seen the display at lots of Rite Aids as well. So if you guys have a Rite Aid near you and you couldn't find these at Target, maybe pop by a Rite Aid because you may be able to find them there. And I will be sure to link my review video on the L'Oreal Laque and Le Matte lip products in the description box below. So now jumping over to Milani. We're going to be doing a lot of jumping in this haul video. I'm not doing anything in any particular order, but Milani has some new limited edition liquid eyeliners out, and I was really intrigued by them because I do love Milani as a brand and I do love their liquid eyeliners in general. So they released 2 new limited edition pen style liquid liners. I found these at my local Walgreens store, and so basically they have one that says it's an Eye-Tech Mini Liquid Eyeliner, and then the other one, which is the Eye-Tech Angle Liquid Eyeliner. So the Mini Liquid Eyeliner looks like this. It's just a traditional pen style format with the cap, but the mini one has a very small pointed tip, and then the angle one has an angled tip. As you guys can see, it kind of reminds me of like those old school Sharpies or something. One thing that I do have to note about these, the second I open them from their packaging, and one thing that actually kind of scares me about the product, is that the cap does not snap on. It doesn't snap on, it's not airtight, it doesn't seem like, at least, and it kind of just comes off really like loosely. So I am pretty positive that these are going to dry out really fast. Now bouncing back to lip products, I have heard lots of rave reviews about these new Sonia Kashuk, what are these even called? The Shine Luxe Sheer Lip Colors. And Emily Noel 83 here on YouTube has been raving about these. I think she mentioned them in like 3 or 4 videos of hers. And ever since she started raving about them, I was on the hunt for them. I found them at my local Target store. I believe they're about $10.99, which is not cheap. I ended up getting 2 shades. I got this one, which I'm wearing right now, which is called Sheer Berry. And it's actually not really a berry color. To me, it actually looks like a neutral rosy pink. And then I also got this one in Sheer Plum, which I have not had a chance to use yet, but this one does look kind of like a plummy purple. I actually quite like these. They remind me sort of the Revlon lip butters, but they're not as opaque as those, and they have a little bit more tackiness. They're not as, I guess they're just not as hydrating feeling or as slippery feeling as the Revlon lip butters. Next up, Fergie released some limited edition Wet n Wild items, and I found these at my local Walgreens store. There were a couple of eyeshadow, like quints, I guess. There were 5 eyeshadows, so they're not a quad. I guess it would be a quint. She also released this eyeshadow primer. This is the Wet n Wild Take on the Day eyeshadow primer in a little party, but it's just basically a shimmery eyeshadow primer. I really wanted to try it because I think the only other shimmery eyeshadow primer I have is Urban Decay Sin, and this was only, I think, like $4 or $5. Fergie also released 2 limited edition cream eyeliners in her Wet n Wild line. These are both, like I said, limited edition. The first one is called Gunmetal Grape. It actually doesn't look anything like gunmetal. It looks like a very bright violet color. It actually kind of reminds me of my eyeshadow right now. I actually could have used this as an eyeshadow base. I didn't even think of that. And then the other one I got is called Cobalt Vault, which is a very bright cobalt blue shade. I think both of these are really beautiful, especially for the spring and summertime. I don't really know why Wet n Wild released them in a limited edition, like fall collection. Okay, and then I ended up venturing into a new drugstore brand, which I have never ever used before. It's something I've never used, something I've always seen but never really looked at, I guess. It's kind of like I've seen it, I've passed by it, but I never took the time to actually be like, what is actually in this line? And that is the Black Radiance line. If you guys haven't heard or seen of the Black Radiance line, it's basically a drugstore makeup line. You can find it at Rite Aids, and I think I've seen it at select Targets as well. And it is made by the brand Markwins, which also owns Wet n Wild. So the Black Radiance line actually has very similar quality products to the Wet n Wild products, and at a very similar price point. And the Black Radiance line is also geared towards women of color, so I think that's really great. And I do have a darker skin tone, so a lot of times regular drugstore brands don't have colors and shades and a variety that would flatter my skin tone so much. So I actually do like going towards brands or finding new brands that do gear products towards women of color, because I know they'll show up on my skin as well. So the first thing I saw, which you guys will very well know what these look like exactly, these are the Black Radiance Eye Appeal Shadow Collections, and these look exactly like the Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes. This would be a really good option for those of you guys who maybe have all of the Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes and are looking for some other colors, for some new variation of shades. These are of the same quality as those Wet n Wild ones, but they have different shades. So this first one is called Downtown Browns, and it is a beautiful neutral palette. I actually think I love this one even a lot more than the Comfort Zone palette from Wet n Wild, because this one focuses on neutral purples, and I think purple is a very flattering color eyeshadow shade for all skin tones. I'm actually wearing a purple look right now, not using this product. I definitely should have used this palette. This other shade is called Posh Plums, and this is a beautiful purple type palette. It's very reminiscent of the Wet n Wild Petal Pusher palette, but this one does have some different shades and some different shades of purple in it. And then lastly, we have the Urban Jungle palette, which this is the one that actually reminds me somewhat of the Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. It's kind of got the green earth tones in it, but I actually like this one even better, mainly because of this emerald green right here. Can you guys just see how incredibly beautiful that shade is? Other things from the Black Radiance line that I was interested in were their blushes. They had a ton of beautiful baked blush shades, and one thing that I find kind of a put off of baked blushes is I find they're often not as pigmented as regular powder pressed blushes. But because this line is geared towards women of color, I kind of figured the blushes that they offered would have really good color payoff to them. So I took a chance and I bought 3 of them. The first one is called Toasted Almond, and this is a beautiful, like a beautiful burnt red. The other one I got is called Raspberry, which is just a beautiful bright berry tone. And then lastly, we have Warm Berry, which is the darkest out of all of them. This one is kind of like a terracotta type color. So these are the 3 shades next to each other. You can see they're kind of like the same color family, just, you know, a couple shades apart, but I had to get all of them because they're all very beautiful. They don't have a lot of shimmers to them, which is another thing I was kind of worried about. These are a very nice satin finish, incredibly pigmented, not at all dry and chalky. Amazing, amazing formula on these. And then the last things I got from the Black Radiance line were 2 lip glosses. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get the lip glosses or not, but they were only $2.99 a piece, so they weren't very expensive, and they had 2 different formulations. So the first one they had was the Illusions lip color, which was almost kind of like a prismatic lip gloss. It has almost somewhat of like a duochrome to it. It had a name, but I think it had it on the external packaging. So the number is 3224, and if I can find the name, I will put it right here. And then the other lip gloss formula that they had was the Radiant lip gloss. So this one was very, very sparkly and shimmery, very radiant. That is a very appropriate name. And the shade I have here is 3235, which once again, I will put the name right here. Alrighty, then Revlon has some new lip products out. I feel like that's like the theme of the drugstore right now, is for every brand to just come out with new lip products. And then I'm like a lip product junkie, so I have to try everything. But Revlon has some new jumbo lip products out right now. These are the Colorburst, there are the Lacquer Balms, and the Matte Balms. I was really, really excited about these because I love the original Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Lip Balm stains, if you guys know those. These are in the exact same packaging as those, except the Lacquer Balms have this beautiful metallic packaging, and the Matte Balms have the matte packaging. I think there are 10 matte balms and 10 lacquer balms, so 20 lip products total, which is kind of insane. I want to get all of them and do a full review video for you guys on these, so if you guys want to see that video, definitely let me know in the comments below. But the 4 shades that I ended up getting the first time I saw the display, the first lacquer balm is called Whimsical, which is a beautiful like berry pink. And then the other lacquer balm I got is called Provocateur, which is a beautiful bright red. And then the 2 matte balms that I got, the first one is called Sultry, which I thought would be a beautiful, just my lips but better, rosy pink color. And then I got Showy, which is a beautiful, beautiful hot pink. And then to wrap up this haul, the last products that I got from the drugstore, I actually ended up getting these at Walmart. cards. They are some new hard candy baked quads that they just released. And I was really excited when I saw these in my local Walmart, and I had to get all 5 of the shades. When I saw these at my local Walmart, I actually just popped on my phone and did a little bit of research and read that these were actually really great quads. So these are called the Mod Quad Baked Eyeshadows, and the first shade is called Brownie Points. So this is the Brownie Points quad. It's just a beautiful quad of nice neutral colors. This quad is called Smoke and Mirrors, and it's a beautiful smoky eye quad. This one I thought is a beautiful fall quad. This one is called Pink Interlude, and it's got some cranberry shades, some nice peachy pink colors. Under the Moon is a beautiful purple quad, and this one I had to get because you guys know I'm obsessed with my purple eyeshadow. And then the last one is called Ivy League, which I think is just a beautiful, beautiful green quad. One I kind of wish they would have done was a blue quad, but there was no blue quad, so I felt like that was kind of lacking. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this very collective drugstore haul video. If you guys want to see reviews on any of the particular products I mentioned, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!